Welcome to our discussion of Counting of the Omer, the 49 Steps, Part 2. At first, Matidai Tzari, one of the commentators, argues that the first 9 steps are really about a regular, plain student of Talmud, a student who's just getting started. Very basic. Now we're moving on to someone who's a serious student, but it can be relevant to all of us in terms of our basic acquisition of the Torah, being ready for Shavuos. Number one, we say with the Shimush Chachamim, Diktu Chaverim, Pilpul Tamidim. 3 categories, making sure we have connections with sages, whether it's learning the Talmud, which Rashi says is a form of Shimush, of understanding the rabbis and what they're saying, or whether it's practically serving a rabbi, being a helper to a rabbi. Some would help Rabbi Soloveitchik of blessed memory and help him around, and through that process they learn. Diktu Chaverim, we talk to your friends and see what are they arguing, what are they saying about Judaism, what are they saying about the Torah, about the portion, about the rabbi's speech, about their view on life. Try to have a discussion with them. Pilpul Talmidim, with the discussions through the students, arguing with the rabbis, with each other. Because the Midrash Shmuel de Uzeda says there are three aspects of life through which we learn. We learn from our Rebbes, from our teachers, from our friends, and from our students. We need to engage with all of them. Sometimes they say that the child's question, because he doesn't know as much, is so sharp and so penetrating and so interesting, even if it's in a mistaken question, that it really can get you thinking. Then we talk about Yishuv or Yeshiva. It's not clear what the text of the Mishnah in Pirkei Avos is, but it's either Yishuv, meaning that in order to be a person of Torah, you have to take time to think, to contemplate, think about what we've learned, or maybe it's Yeshiva. You got to spend time in Yeshiva, in the Beit Medrash. Maybe your synagogue has a program where you can go. Maybe there's an open door and you can just sit and think about what you've learned. Yeshiva. We need time. It's not just quality time. We need time to invest in learning Torah, studying Torah, in thinking about Torah, not just reading it, but thinking. And then we need Mikra, Mishnah, and Torah. So you say, Mikra, you need Tanakh. Mishnah, we need to learn the Mishnah. We say, well, wait a second. There are statements in the Talmud that just plain learning Tanakh by itself is problematic. Or that just learning Mishnah, it's a midah ve'ena midah. I mean, it's not a great thing to learn Mishnah because you can't derive the law from the Mishnah. The Talmud, the Gemara elaborates and determines the law and goes way beyond the Mishnah. I say, but still, you can't have a building without the foundation. And the foundation is the Mikra, the Tanakh. The rabbis say that just like a bride adorns herself with 24 adornments, so too a scholar should be adorned with the 24 books of the Torah, of the Tanakh. And similarly, when it comes to a Mishnah, you want to be able to, as one of the commentators says, you want to be able to bring proofs to the Rebbe. The Rebbe says something, you want to say, that's similar to a verse I remembered. That's similar to a Mishnah someplace. The real learning is the Talmud, and we bring proof to it from the Mishnah and from the Chumash, not the other way around. Interesting thought. Tara, need purity. We talked about this. A number of the ideas say, look, we can't be distracted with things that are impure. We've got to be focused. Miut Shena, he said, not too much sleep. Meaning, sometimes you have to push ourselves. Just stay up for 5 more minutes and learn something from the Torah. Go to sleep on the right note. Get up 5 minutes early and learn something. Get up on the right note. And it's interesting, the Midrash Shmuel says, death and sleep are connected, and Torah is life. So we want to get the right amount of sleep, we want to be healthy, but we also don't want to have too much sleep, too much leisure. We want to have a vital life, a life that's connected with Torah, which is all about life. Everything in the Torah is about life. Miut Sicha could be taken in 2 ways. Not too much talking, meaning blabbering, lashon hara, talking slander. That definitely can get us into trouble. But also, even within our learning, try to say the right amount of words, like Rashi, lashon ksara, to say things with brevity, clarity, and not with verbosity. Miut schora, not to have too much business. You have to recognize a certain limit in saying, okay, it's enough. It's Shabbos time, it's Yom Tov, it's enough business. We've got to go on. If you want to be a great scholar, you have to make some sacrifices. Miut tzchok, here it says not too much laughter. Now it doesn't say no laughter. Matter of fact, rabbis often encourage their fellow rabbis to begin their lecture with a milsa d'bdichusa, to begin the lecture with a joke, to get people loosened up. There is a place for laughter, but they say laughter is connected with the body, but joy is connected with the soul. So we want to be more soulful, more simcha is one of the 49 things we need. But schok, laughter, that can lead to cynicism, frivolity, making fun of people. That could be a problem. Miut tanug, not too much enjoyment. Now, again, we live in a world where there's so much hedonism. If we could just cut down just a little bit, perhaps we could prepare ourselves for the Torah. Miut derech eretz. Strange expression, derech eretz. It could mean 3 different things. It means a family, a husband and wife should spend a reasonable amount of time together, not too much. Shouldn't be the whole focus of life. Maybe it refers to derech eretz in terms of character development. We need not too much what? Not too much haughtiness. It should be, you should be modest. Like my great Rabbi, the Rabbi Aaron Lichtenstein of blessed memory, who passed away this week, a person of tremendous humility. Or maybe it means that you should miut derech eretz, even things that you could do. Don't do too much. You should sanctify yourself. I say, you know what? I could have that piece of cake. It's not against the Torah. It's kosher. I'm not going to have it. To even cut down on things that we don't need. And finally, erech hapayim. You have to have mercy. You have to be patient. Just like the Rebbe has to be patient with the student, so too, even the student has to be patient as well with each other. And the leiv tov, you have to have a good heart. Because the Barbanel says, Torah is good. And therefore, if we're good, good will cling to good. If you're a good person, you'll be a good match with the Torah. If you have a heart that's really had evil thoughts, then Torah is no match for it. It doesn't go together. So we have all these different ideas. We'll be moving on to more Kabbalas HaYisurim, Emunas Chachamim, recognizing sometimes we do suffer in life, accepting this pain that we have sometimes, believing in the sages and that their great wisdom. Rabbi Lichtenstein pointed out that why does he believe? Why does he have faith? He has faith in his Rebbes, that they thought through a lot of the questions that you may have. They thought them through. They lived through it. They made it through the various questions. We can live through it too. And finally, Amakiris Makomo, we need to recognize our place. And the Midrash Shmuel says, you know where your place is? Your place is in shul, place in the Beis Medrash. You have a place, then you know that's in your place. When you're sitting in that place in shul, you're good. You're in that place in the Beis Medrash where you're studying. You feel, okay, now I got my place. This is where I study. Maybe you have a little nook in the house, a prayer nook, a learning nook. This is where I study. Then that's your place. That's your place. And hopefully one day we'll find our place among the great ones in the world to come, because we knew our place. We knew the place. It was a good place. These are some of the features, the 48 things, the 49 things we need to get ready for Shavuos, to get ready to receive the Torah, to be people of Torah. Continue, God willing, next week. Continue to explore what are all the features that are needed to become a person of Torah. Thank you for joining us here at the Anshe Sfar Beth Lemeth. Join us again next week for our discussion. Thank you.